Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Xanthus with Xanthus Gaming, and we're going to be trying some leaderboard attempts tonight for our Diablo character. We have changed quite a few things about her, so hopefully things work out okay. We have re-rolled. We got a new pair of Gabriel's bracers, and we re-rolled to get holy percent on it. We have 0.5% less crit than before, but I think that'll be worth the 20% of holy that we gained. We swapped out our Ancient Traveler's Pledge that we had for a Reforged Traveler's Pledge that just rolled a lot better. It was a big upgrade on damage, 8%. So we switched that out. We have since augmented our Sacred Harness to get plus 250 strength. That's our only augment so far. We also, though, went through and switched out all of our all of our rubies into diamonds to try to just get that little bit extra toughness that I think we need in order to survive. I think that is all of the changes we've made since our last runs. I did do one run off air on the leaderboards and ended up at 78. When I placed it, it was in the 600s, and now it's in the 700s. So that kind of shows you how quickly it shifts, just even in a couple hours' time. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can push even a little bit higher today. Here is our current gear. I would like to have that be ancient, but otherwise that's pretty well optimized. Yeah. This one's pretty decently optimized. I would like to have vitality instead of area damage, but area damage isn't bad. That one's nice. It'd be nice if it were ancient. Our unity. This is our weapon. We just got this actually. It was an upgrade for us. We lost some all resist for some reason, and if anyone could tell me why, I would love to know. But for some reason on my pants and my chest, I'm having trouble getting all resist to roll on some of them. It's like straight up just not showing as an option. It looks like a bug. Like I sat there re-rolling a different pair of pants, not these, for like 10 minutes and couldn't get all resist to pop up. So I'm wondering if you have to get it to have all resist on the initial roll in order to have it on there, which seems really weird. It shouldn't be the case, but I've been having that issue. This is our belts. Our pants, we got an ancient version of those with all resist on them, and then we up-rolled the all resist to get it as close to 130 as we could afford to do. We recently got new boots as well. So yeah, compass rose. We already covered that one, and then this is our shield. So without further ado, we're going to make some leaderboard attempts and see how it goes. Make sure we're repaired before we go in there. Well, let's just start at 78. Let's go up one to a 79. We're going to empower it just in case we complete it. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. I've just been doing bounties, so I'm kind of a little rusty, I think. Okay, we're going to drag these guys to an elite pack, hopefully. We don't want to sit there just bashing on whites for too long. There's an elite pack right there. Let's just go and drag those guys to these guys over here that we already have clumped up a little bit. Not Juggernaut, hopefully. We've been getting a lot of Juggernauts. Not what you want to go against with this build. I'm going to try to focus as much as I possibly can, so I may not talk as much as I normally would. I apologize in advance. Shielding is such a pain in the ass. God, shielding is such a pain in the ass. Okay, well, not going good so far. Okay, we're just gonna have to abandon that, I think. Or drag him into other things. This is a lot harder than 78. It's a lot harder than 78. Good morning, Namalos. How's it going, buddy? Did we mess something up somehow? Not sure. All my gear looks right. Is it really that much less damage having 3 less rubies? I mean, definitely surviving for longer, but... Good lord. Maybe we made too many changes to our gear at the same time. Something's definitely not tracking for where we should be. Let's see how these guys do. Yeah, we're just not killing at the speed that I feel like we should be killing. Move just a little bit so we're not standing quite as much molten as we were a second ago. And we're dead. Something's off because we were shredding them at 78. And at 79, which is only one level above it, feels like I can't even freaking damage them. So let's get out. Let's look and see what we messed up and see if we can fix it. Something is clearly not right. There's no reason I should be staying there wailing on a pack for that long and not getting a kill. It's only at T10 because I was doing speed bounties earlier. So what could be wrong there? Maybe it is just that much of a jump up from 78 to 79, but that doesn't seem like it should be. Alright, we have the Traveler's Walk bonus. And we have the right weapon equipped, right shield, right pants. Our gear's actually been upgraded. Maybe the drop in strength from the Traveler's Pledge is an issue. I wouldn't think it should be, though. We had our Enchantress with us, right? Yeah. What is going on? What is going on? Does anyone have experience with it? Is it that big of a jump from 78 to 79? I wasn't having that much trouble killing elites on the previous difficulty. I don't think I was. Bane Trapped, Stricken, and Gorgok. That's what I'm supposed to have. The hell did I put my... There it is. Let's try swapping that neck piece back. Just make sure that's not a determining factor here. These bracers have a lower... No, it's the refund rate. Make sure everything in my cube is correct real quick. Yep, that's all right. Falling Sword is the right one. Provoke, Too Scared to Run. Sealskin. Alright, let's try it again. Let's go down to 78. Let's compare apples to apples. Because we did 78 earlier, so I know how that should feel. See if I've messed up my gear a ton. Hate those plague guys. It feels like I'm hitting for a whole lot less, that's for sure. Let's just go ahead and ignore these guys and go straight to an elite pack. Quickly as we can anyway. We have to kind of work our way over that way. Oof, those guys are tough. Not the elite pack I would like to be fighting right now, but Jesus. Okay, well, I done messed something up with my gear big time. I was trying to get it closer in line with what the leaderboard people are using. It doesn't look like it's been beneficial. Oh, my lord. Knockback, illusionist, poison. Yeah. Something's really wrong. We can keep at this, but I don't think it's gonna turn in our favor here. I think we might need to cut our losses and go figure out what the hell's going on. There's no way swapping out a couple gems should make that big of a difference. We added a Caldacarian's Despair, but that should only up our damage. There's no reason why that would lower our damage. Maybe we're just not playing as good as we were earlier tonight. It has been a real long day. Stand in poison a little bit less. Jesus. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to figure it out. Because the way this is going, I don't know if we can do a 70 with how we're geared here. Let's just check something out real quick. Because we didn't have, when we did the 78, it was tight, but it wasn't like, we weren't spending 5 minutes on one elite. That's for sure. Alright, let's go and swap out. Let's put back in some red gems. And that's where I had it. 3,000 million. That's low. That's quite low. It should be in like the 20,000 millions to the 100,000 millions. What did I do? Oh God. What did I F up? We don't have our bonus. We're missing a piece of gear. Holy shit. We're wearing icons instead of light. Holy shit. Holy shit, boys. We're wearing icons instead of light. Fuh. Okay. We were playing around with non-meta builds and I was just swapping gear left and right and... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Hold on. Oh God, I hope we didn't accidentally salvage our pair of lights. So it's gonna be a mighty short stream, boys. Oh man, I think we might have. Holy shit. Okay, there's a pair. I don't know if those are the ones we were using, but there's a pair. Alright, looks about right. Okay, that explains a lot. Alright, let's do this again. Sorry guys, I'm like, something's not right. That was the best start ever. Alright, let's do it as 78, see how it feels. I do want to actually switch that back to the other, because I think it's going to be stronger. I was just trying to troubleshoot and figure out what was going on. Alright, let's see how this goes. This should be better, I swear. Surprised we were doing as staying alive as long as we were. Let's see how this feels. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Okay. Imagine using the full set bonus. There's an elite. It's the type of elite that runs away from me though. And we lost our cons. So this actually be a little bit of a hard fight. Oh, we're in Frozen. Now we're in Meteors. Yeah, it's a lot quicker than like 5 minutes for one elite, isn't it? Alright. Like, I know I'm not crazy. Now, I really don't like these mobs that we're fighting right now. The Locust and the Exploding Poison guys are all very annoying. So we're going to see how quickly we can get through this area because this whole mob set that we're fighting is really terrible. So actually, we're just going to try and book it here. We're just going to go from elite pack to elite pack. It's our general strategy. Try not to stand in lightning death. Iron skin's down, we need to try, or when our con's down, we need to make sure our iron skin is up. Oof. Almost jumped into a furnace there. So you can see how much damage the poison from those guys do. As soon as they died, I almost died. Speaking of dying, look at that poison on the ground. It's just everywhere. Okay. Much better. Much better. We have died twice, though. It's been a little bit of a rough mob set to go against here. Oof, this could be another death right now. Maybe not. Oh. Without those extra diamonds that we put in our gear, we would have definitely been dead there. 110%. Let's keep moving. We got our Acrats back up for the next elite pack. The main purpose of stopping there with those whites was that. Let's try to get out of the poison. Oh, so much poison. I'm not as worried about the plague pools on the ground, but when the guys explode, their poison hits really freaking hard. So I didn't get a chance to ask you the other night, Namanlos, where in Europe are you from? Power pylon. Unfortunately, we do not have Nemesis bracers yet. I'm actually looking to replace my Gabriels with Nemesis bracers as soon as I can. Having unstoppable force and taunt and learning proper wrath management, I don't think it'll be an issue to keep up my wrath. I would really prefer to have the power of Nems active, if at all possible. That way we can get more elites to coincide with shrines, because that's going to be essential, I think, to pushing higher. Wrong way. Just ignore those guys for now. I'm actually just stopping on these guys to try to get my Acrats back off of cooldown. Oof, that stung. Fudge. Random white death. I was trying to look at my map and decide which way to go. Didn't expect to actually get killed by a white. Oh, it feels bad, man. Our gear is fudge. Our gear is damaged because we did all that messing around with the wrong gear pieces on. Alright, we're just gonna have to pop Iron Skin right here. I don't really want to use Acrat's Champion right now because I want to save that for the elite. So we're gonna try to avoid it if at all possible. If we get too low, we'll have to use it though. Let's just take care of these guys that are following us around here. Not having much luck finding elites right now, are we? Alright, just moving on. Trying to maintain the progress that we had made without losing too much by killing whites along the way. There's an elite. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Time to die. Alright. We didn't really gain anything there, but we didn't lose anything either. Let's just keep moving. This is really bad elite density on this particular rift. And I'm not a big fan of the bugs. There are a couple different monster types I really dislike fighting. The bugs, the succubus, I really hate. The lick-a-tongue guys I really don't like. And I was about to say the Morlu incinerators, which are right here. So I'm getting succubus and incinerators. Can actually be quite a bit of burst, and it can mess you up in the middle of an elite pack. They ping you as you run. It's real annoying. Their missiles are heat-seeking too, which makes it even more annoying. Tried to dodge the meteor fall with a falling sword. I think it worked. I think they offer decent enough experience though on the rift progress, so I suppose I should kill them when I can. Oh, the pain is real. From the middle of Germany, huh? Cool. Very cool. This is gonna be a tight one again. But I think we can clear it and get some gem upgrades. It'll be very tight. If I die again, my items might break, in which case I will not clear it. But that's just because I'm a freaking noob. Let's move on. Looking for an elite. No elite. Mallet Lords give quite a bit of experience. I think they're worth stopping for. I could be wrong. It's an elite, so it's definitely worth stopping for. We're going to try to pull the elite over into the casters, though, because we know that the elite is a melee-based one. And if we can get rid of those Morlu incinerators, it's all the better for us. Oof. We got pinged by lightning as we were coming back in. Health Link, Poison Enchanted, Thunderstorm, Arcane Enchanted. Nasty, nasty. If you guys missed where I first tried leaderboard attempts, it was last night. I recorded and uploaded it, though. I didn't stream it. But it's pretty good. My first primal. Got my first primal. It was a really crappy primal, but got my first primal. I was really shocked when I got on the leaderboards. I was mostly just doing a 70 so I could, show you guys on camera that I could do them. Oh god. Okay. We're leaving this area. We're just leaving this area. Let's just try to avoid these guys if at all possible. There we go. Let's get out of this zone. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Alright, this one God, it's the same monsters. Are you kidding me? You fucking kidding? God damn it. Same shit, different day. I was really not hoping to fall back into the same area, or the same type of monsters. I don't think we can recover from that. Fiddlesticks. We'll get it on the next round. Ain't no big thing. Maybe if we can revive a chest at checkpoint. Akrat's Hearth. Can we do that? Hopefully they don't proc anything. Alright. We wasted our Akrat there to come back and do this. But, yeah, we were missing our set bonus. I don't think there's any chance we have it finishing this now, but even if we don't beat our old time, I wouldn't mind just trying to finish, so I can get the gem upgrade. I absolutely know we're not going to beat our old time. See if we can get our defensive cooldowns rolling again here. I guess we should have been killing those incinerators and succubus. They appear to give quite a good chunk of experience for the rift, so our bad. Oh, of course, there's an elite. We don't really want an elite right now, to be honest. We'd rather just, yeah, I'd say just have a pack of whites to clear. Alright, it's Orlash. He's a little bit nasty. He's not the end of the world. We might be able to take care of him. He spawns copies of himself. Oof. Nope, we don't got it. That's okay. It was a valid effort. Oh, that's gonna hurt. We're definitely gonna fall here. Yep, there it is. So we did not quite get that one. What is your goal? You're passed on your progress bar. I was hoping to clear this one. I had a really bad set of monsters and just layout and density and everything. We're gonna try to get up to 79 tonight though. My main goal here was just to make sure I had fixed my issues that I was having before with my spec, and it was the main issue was obviously that I was wearing the wrong gear. It's a pretty big issue, you know. I'm pretty confident that we can easily do 78. We've done it before. We can do it again. That was just a terrible layout. What I'd like to do is try out a 79 and see how that goes. Ancient Invokers. We'll throw that in our dump chest. Ancient Icon. That's a good chunk of thorns. Throw that in our dump chest. That in our dump chest. And we can salvage the rest of this nonsense. Alright. Close that out. My error, there's no goal. The goal is just, yeah, just finishing. You want to try to finish within the time limit, because if you finish within the time limit, then you can upgrade your legendary gems. That's the main goal. I feel like maybe I need to consider upping my Paragon on my... It's not as much health increase as I would think it would be for that much strength loss. I don't know what people are doing for this. It's a lot of strength. Let's try that. See how that feels. See if it feels any smoother. Any other changes we want to make? I don't think so. I think I'm okay with everything else. The other amulet does have a little bit more survivability, but it has so much less damage. Survivability was an issue there. Let's try it. We're going to go up 1 to 79. Oops. We're getting frame drops. I'm going to restart OBS. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes OBS just decides to take a dump on me. And when that happens, we have to just kind of try to restart and make sure it's okay. It still says video output is low. It's looking a little laggy on my end. Can you let me know if the frame rate's real bad for you guys? Like the skull, for instance, on the screen should be bouncing just completely, just up and down smoothly. Let me know how it looks when we start fighting monsters here. Alright, we do have the stupid ass bugs again, which is a bit of a bummer. I think what I'm going to do is maybe just try to prioritize jumping on top of their faces and making sure they die as quick as possible. We will straight up skip any elites that are Juggernaut as soon as we notice that they are Juggernaut. Sometimes it takes me a minute to notice because I'm all kinds of special. But yeah, Juggernauts are real bad. So we'll be skipping those whenever possible. That was unfortunate. I wasn't sure if those hammers were hitting him there. I don't think they were. I don't really like fighting an arcane inside a tight corner. I don't like fighting a shielding at all, to be honest, but especially not inside a tight corner. It's not the best elite to start off on, but it'll be fine. We're on par with time. We didn't lose too much there. What's this one? Waller knockback, arcane enchanted molten. Jesus, what's up with these arcane enchanteds on this particular rift? Tight quarters plus arcane enchanted seems to be the thing. Seems to be our life. Oof, that was real close. Playing hopscotch with the arcane enchanted things. We're not making any progress. This is up 1 greater rift level from anything I've ever attempted. So, not sure how we will do, to be honest. Hopefully we do okay, but we might not. We might just not be ready for this yet. If that's the case, we'll just go back to 78s. Grind out some, I can't get that clicked. There we go. Grind out some legendary gem levels. And go from there. Conduit's always a nice surprise, you know? Ooh, let's get the conduit on top of this guy, because this guy's gonna be a pain in the butt. Damn it. Maybe he'll run into my hammers. They're swirling all around him. Missile dampening is a big issue for us with this build. We just want to try to be on top of him as much as possible, but he's also frozen, and he's also a wraith. Lots of really bad things for us. So it's going to be really hard. We might have to skip him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We got him. Alright. Yeah, missile dampening is a real big issue. Takes away a lot of our possibility of damage, especially with one that you have to be highly mobile and repositioning, which you have to do against a frozen pulse. Alright. Live there. That was tight. Ooh, I don't like the coloring on this. It's real hard to see what's going on. It's like faded out, washed out look they got going on here. I'm not a big fan of. Alright, what do we got? Electrified Illusionist Plague Orbiter. He's gonna be dead before it even matters. That's the kind of elites we need, guys. Let's get more of those, please. Please, more of those. Rip. My cooldowns dropped. I didn't have my ACRAT back up yet. It's gonna cost us some time. Alright, let's go look for an elite. No elite, but we're gonna have to stop and fight this because we dove straight into the middle of it. There's an elite, I think. It's so hard to tell right now with this coloring. I hope there's a way to turn that off. I might have to look into that. Another arcane cutter. I think this is a horde-based arcane cutter with illusionist. Oh, joy! Of course, it's gonna go that way. Arcane Enchanted, Illusionist, Poison Enchanted, Teleporter. That feels like with all his minions that he's a horde-based monster as well, but it's not telling me he is, so. Horde just means they have more monsters with them that can spawn affixes, I believe. The illusionist in and of itself is helpful for us, but also kind of annoying. Alright, let's get away from those minions that also are spawning arcane cutters, because we don't need that in our lives. We're a strong, independent paladin. I mean crusader. Okay, we got lightning, which is also very hard to see due to the washed out nature of this map. Oh, we just teleported straight on top of a lightning there, but we got out in time, it didn't matter. Avoid those things. Alright. Got him down. Moving on to next pack. Just need a second to breathe before I go to another elite. Make sure my head's in a good spot. Okay. That's a lot of whites. We can probably get some decent progress just off of all those guys. Oh, alright, moving on. I understand you don't want to be messed with, Mr. Bolter guy. I get it. That's your prerogative. Oh god, we went the wrong way. Mistakes were made, boys. Mistakes were made. I think we can still get out. Yeah, we're fine. Running away. Okay, and gonna keep on moving. Alright. Oh, thank God, my eyes. I don't know why they do that. Like, it's a cool effect, but please not on a greater rift. Save that for regular rifts, okay? Come on. And we got shamans. Those guys are annoying, but not a huge deal. Let's try to avoid them as much as possible and just get to some guys that are going to give us actual progress. Can we get an elite, please? Please, sir. May I have another elite, please, sir? There's one. Can't even tell what's going on. So much shit everywhere. There's boomies, I can tell that. Oh, my Akrat fell. We have a second elite pack there as well. What's he? Alright, we've got Molten, Electrified, Mortar, Illusionist. Then we have Orbiter, Fast, Arcane Enchanted, and Jailer. Are you kidding? Okay. So he's going to move really fast. We can't kite him. He's going to freeze us in place with his jailing, but if we use our Falling Sword, we can get out of it. He's going to hit really hard because ultra fast guys hit really hard. Good. Glad we got that guy down right away. Oh, this is going to be so much pain. Alright, it's going to be so much pain. The nice thing is he will follow us quickly away from his affixes. So that could work in our advantage if we don't walk into everything in the sun. Oh my god, okay. Fudge. Yeah, we deserve to die there. We walked through Arcane, we walked through Lightning, we walked through Arcane again. Oh, oucha. So I think we spawn, we kite forward, and then we jump back. Juggernaut is a pain in the butt because it makes it so that no crowd controls do anything. I'm just going to skip those guys, actually. Unless they follow. Which it looks like they are. Alright. We'll deal with them. They're fast, we can't run away. I'll answer it after the rift, actually. I'll look back again. Fudge. Okay, well, I'll answer it while I'm dead. Juggernaut means they can't be crowd controlled. And a lot of our damage comes from crowd control. We have like 3 different things that increase damage monsters take based on crowd control. So basically, Juggernaut, to my build, could basically read to say takes 800% less damage. So they take forever to kill. They're not necessarily, strictly speaking, dangerous. They just end up costing you more time than they're worth. Kind of like these guys. Kind of like these guys. Like, we definitely lost ground on this elite pack. So this is an example of like what Juggernaut feels like. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Well. I had no potion, I had nothing. Alright, we didn't pass this one. We didn't do it. We didn't do the thing, boys. I still think we can do the thing, though. I still believe. We're not gonna get discouraged. Never give up. Never surrender! Until you're already dead. Which we are. But we're still not gonna give up or surrender. Because that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Feels bad. Well, maybe we'll get a Primal Ancient piece of gear from this. Such an annoying rift. So many bad things. So little time. Bright side is we can now res instantly. So we can finish this off pretty quick. Fuck you, shamans. Rift Guardian. Cold Snap, Rhyme. Rhyme. I missed with everything there. That was nice of him not to put any circles underneath my feet. Hey, that's rude. Don't shoot your fire stuff or your ice stuff at me. Don't be that guy, Rhyme. Don't be that guy. No gem upgrade. Feels bad. We got a source, though. We got an etched sigil. Worth, hey, we got a cube. Or we got a gift. That's good. That's good. Gift is worth it. Alright. 42. We could go back to a 78 and do it quicker and move up the leaderboard that way, but I'd rather just push on to the next grift level. None of those are worth anything. Make sure we repair. Gems are fine. Let's put in a Paragon point or two. Oh, mistakes were made, boys. We respect for a Goblin Portal. Oh, I'm so good at this game. Alright. Well, that's gonna make a big difference, actually. Okay. Let's go kill Greater Rift 79, eh? Here we go. Alright, let's find a lead up here maybe. Nope, no lead up here. Let's go back down this way. Power pylon, cool. I'd really like to use the power pylon on an elite, but it looks like we're just gonna clear this white trash with it real quick. Don't want to waste the entire thing. We don't have any sort of like super movement speed with the mount. We might consider switching over to flash on our Iron Skin just for more movement speed for bad pack areas where there's nothing. Like, we shouldn't be this far into a rift without seeing any elites at all. It's a little bit crazy actually. But we are, so we're gonna instead focus on killing whites. Get a little bit of progress in that way. They're large whites, which means they get more experience because they have higher health pools. And they're not taking too long to die either, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, that's a big deal. I believe our Ackrats is down at the moment, which means we are very likely to die right here, right now. Okay, we got our Ackrats up. That's going to give us enough survivability to nuke down these elites and get a little bit of a head start into this rift. Come on, boys. Vortex Hard, or Vortex Horde. Ain't no thing. Desecrator, Orbiter. Orbiter's going to hurt a little. Alright, so a lot of purple globes. That was good. That was real good. Alright, this is what we needed. For not having elites for so long and then having two really good ones right on top of each other, that was super lucky. This is the kind of thing you need to push leaderboard. I'm going to... Wait, did I not grab the pylon? Oh, the pylon was speed. I thought it was shield. I was going to say, I'm just going to stand in this because I have a shield pylon, but it was speed. It wasn't shield. My bad. It's a pretty big mistake. It's okay. We got it. There's two elites in there. I didn't even realize it. I was just trying to clean up the mess there. I mean, totally calculated. I know what you're talking about. Geez, stream. Why would you ever doubt? It's not like I've done horrible so far. Alright. Try to reposition out of the poison death, if at all possible here. He is Juggernaut, but he's a low health Juggernaut, so it's not as big of a deal. The absolute nightmare scenario is like Juggernaut, Mallet Lord, Teleporter fast. There's no getting away from it, there's no killing it, like, for my spec anyway. It's just, that's the nightmare scenario. Alright, Conduit Pylon, good. We like seeing that. A little bit of a lag spike. We looped back there. Glad to see we didn't drop frames, so. Okay. That was nice. With the ancient weapon that we now have, those conduit pylons do a lot more than they used to for us. It used to be one of those things where we had a low damage one-hander and it wasn't as good. It's still a one-hander, but now it's an ancient, so it does a bit more damage. It's a little bit better. I'm not too happy to see all the spellcasters here. Much rather be fighting against people that can easily group up in melee range, but can't win them all, right? Oh boy. I don't know what that guy is. Illusionist, Mortar, Arcane Enchanted. Okay. Bullshit is what he is, so to speak. Pun intended. Pun completely intended. Yeah, bulls are annoying. Do you need to clear whites to progress as ranged since you're not a face tanker, so they have more damage? I'm actually kind of a face tanker, but this spec's a really weird glass cannon-y hybrid type thing. God, this is such an awkward group of enemies to fight. I think we're just going to try to stand and nuke them down and see what happens. I think we got it. Those range guys are actually as much of a issue as the actual elite is. Okay, I think we got the... Oh, that was an illusionist. Oh, he's so low. So low. One bad elite. That's all it takes to ruin your day. I honestly think the shamans might be a bigger issue, though. I didn't realize how bad shamans are for me until tonight, when I started just getting wrecked by their fireballs all over the place. I think I have to stop and clear the shamans, otherwise we take too much ping damage during elites. It's actually a really big issue. I don't know. It's gonna waste a lot of time if we go and clear all those shamans as we go. Alright, there's an elite pack up there, so maybe if I just try to focus on clearing the ones that I have with me right now, make it so there's not quite as much to deal with, that will work. We'll see. All my cooldowns dropped right as I walked up to them. That could have been catastrophic. Words are hard. I know that wasn't correct. Oh. Oh, the pain. Oh. Oh, the pain. Okay, so we'll have Acarats and Falling Sword when we get up. We'll also have Iron Skin. We'll have all of our cooldowns. I think we can jump into this and survive. I'm just gonna sit here and go. Thought I actually had the last of them dead there. I didn't realize there's one more. Freaking stealthy bastard. Alright, thank you, Miss Wizard Enchantress Lady. You've been a big help. Get a little bit of health back here. Fudge. Those shamans, they are an issue for me. Wonder if other people have issues with those guys. I mean, you wouldn't think. It's just there's so many of them, and then there's the sorceresses that are with them too. I wouldn't think that they would be an issue, but they're certainly proving to be exactly that. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. We're screwed. We're so screwed right now. You don't even know. You might know. We have 3 elite packs. Alright, this is where we just walk away. We just walk away. We just try to run. We're not going to be able to kill 3 elite packs. In this. We're not going to be able to do that. Oh god. We had such a good start. Gonna go straight this way. Wrong way. This is where Flash would come in super handy. I think we separated out just one of the elites, so this might be doable. Waller Arcane. We gotta kill that guy. We can't have him spawning arcane cutters on top of us as we move into the other 2 elite packs. If we could potentially pull one of the other 2 elite packs over here into the same kind of area, it could work. He's shielding. We're not gonna deal with it. And they're both side by side. So we're just piecing out on those guys. We're skipping. 100% skipping. Awesome. Let's go into the next area, kill some whites, and call that a day. Winged assassins. Not what I was hoping to see. Guys who explode into poison. Also not what I was hoping to see right here. Alright. Oh, I don't like this lady either. I'm just full of complaints today, aren't I, guys? I do like that she spawns ads for us to power boost off of. It's actually good for us. The knockback into arcane cutters thing that she can do is real annoying. So basically what we gotta do is whenever she spawns an arcane cutter behind us, we have to rotate to a different position. Because otherwise she can knock us back into them when we don't have our acrats up. But I think we got this. We had a really good start. We had a really shit middle area, but we had a really, really insanely good start. So, as I started talking, I died, and we're gonna lose. Feels bad. Okay, all of our cooldowns are up. We could potentially just blow them and nuke them down. Maybe. Come on. It's the longest 30 seconds of my goddamn life. And we did it. Alright. Tier 79. Leaderboard 631. There we go. The stream wasn't too the stream title wasn't entirely clickbaity. We did the thing. And we might have got a potential upgrade. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna upgrade our Bane of the Stricken, I think. Or maybe we upgrade our Gorgok. I think we go Bane of the Stricken. Such a good gem for this build. Oh, 1 success and 2 fails for all that. That feels bad. Feels bad. Alright. But hey, we did the thing we set out to do. We moved up on the leaderboards. Why can't I not close? Did I not do all my gem upgrades? Oh, I have one more. Haha! 2 successes and 2 fails. I forgot I empowered it. My bad. My bad. See what we got for loot. We'll go close. No ancients. We will keep this so we can work on re-rolling it. No, well, we got ancient, but not of one that matters. Alright, close that out. How are we doing? 665 Paragon. Cool. Alright. Let's burn some shards. We still need an ancient helm. Need ancient pants. Let's go for pants. Invokers. I like Act 1 for Burning Blood Charts because it's right next to the Salvager, which is really nice. Ancient Hammer Jammers. Not that matters because you just cube your Hammer Jammers anyway. It's a bit of a bummer, actually. Blackthorns, just what I needed. Thank you so much, Kadala. You are the hero we needed. Alright. Kadala, useless, as always. And I think we go back in. Do we try going up one more to an 80? I don't think we should. I think that it's going to end horribly if I do. What do you guys want to see? Do you want me to do a 79 again, or do you want me to do an 80? And there's a big stream delay, so I'm going to assume that you're not going to see this for another 30 seconds. So while I wait to see somebody's answer, anyone who wants to type an answer, feel free to type an answer. Do you want to see a 79 or an 80? And I'm going to be back because I'm going to go get a little bit of a drink. Push 80. Alright, sounds good. Let's get situated here. I also grabbed some cheese because my stomach was eating itself during that grift run. Craft singles. Alright, here we go. Spear chuckers. Okay. Oof. Looks like it's the cold spell from this guy that's dealing the main damage here. Well, leads up this way. Oh, I was going to change my steel skin rune to flash. Oh well. Alright. Fuck. Alright. Gregory agrees, 80. I like to see that. Consensus is formed. Oh god. Second elite. Oh god. Oh, third. Okay, okay. I thought it was a third elite, but it wasn't. Just illusionist from the second one. From the first one, rather. Damn it. That guy's still not dead. Alright, that worked out. Oof, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I thought that worked out pretty decent, even though we died twice, but not looking that way. Okay, there's an elite. We're definitely proccing our passive way more than we should be. I don't know if we have the toughness yet for this one. Oof. Oh, they're Avengers. Alright, we got them. Shield pylon. Cool. Clear all these elites or all these whites real quick. I'd ideally like to find an elite to use this shield pylon on. Yeah, I should have just booked it straight to an elite. There's one. We're going to get about half of our pylon worth out of this. So we're actually going to try to save as many defensive cooldowns as we can for as soon as it drops. Like right now is when it's dropping. Oh, I can feel the drop for sure. Finished it off though. Okay. Wrong way. Deal with those guys because they're giant pains in the butt. Oh, come on, yes! He just stands in the middle of his frozen orb. What a dick. Alright. Whew. Oh god. That's a lot of damage, actually. I'm not sure where all that's coming from. I guess there were 4 of those mages, so maybe it was all coming from them. That sucks. Oh, double elites. Never something I like to see when I'm struggling to survive already. I mean, it's fine if you're killing shit, or you have a pylon. Then it's fine to see a double elite, but when you're already struggling to survive, it's not the ideal thing to see pop up. I think I'm standing in the middle of death. The doggy isn't too bad, though. I don't know how I feel about these other guys. I feel like their whole burrowing back in for armor things could be real annoying to me real quick. At least they don't hurt too bad, right? Because they're spending half of their time armor burrowing. Just gotta focus on this one. Then we'll focus on the other one. Alright. Got us a little bit ahead. I was actually really scared when I saw the double elites, but it actually helped. So I take it back. There's a channeling pylon right there. Let's go over here. Let's see what we got on our next floor. Phase stalkers. We'll make sure we don't fight on the furnace because it hurts real bad. This is good. This is really good. It's a good time to get a channeling pylon. Help us skip over a lot of the terrain there, and also got us to our next elite that we could take out. It is done now, though, so we have to be a little bit more careful about our cooldowns. Rip. Speaking of cooldowns, I had none up. It's good density here, so when we spawn, we can Falling Sword and get some good progress. Fucking phase beast. That didn't actually do nearly as much as I thought it would. That's too bad. Definitely wasn't worth the time that we lost. Alright, there's an elite. Poison, Arcane, Enchanted, of course. Waller and Knockback. Ugh, nasty. That's a nasty combo. Looking for better rolls of the same gear, Gregory. I have all the essential set pieces I need, but I don't have them all as ancient, which basically doubles the stats on them, and I don't have any primals, which makes them perfect rolls with double stats. I also don't have, I only have one Caldicerian's Despair, which makes it so that you get extra primary stats, like basically your bread and butter stats. You can stack extra of those on top of any ancients, but I only have one of my ancients enchanted basically right now, so I'm far from optimized. Like, it's a miracle I'm even making it on the leaderboards, to be completely honest. Other people must not have them optimized either, is the only thing I can think, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Because it's a pretty big deal. The Despairs are a pretty big deal. I'll show you what I mean after this rift. There's no way I see myself actually completing this rift successfully, but we still want to see it through to the end, just in case we get any possible gear upgrades. So Let's get this pack bolt in here too. Maybe see if we can get them grouped a little bit more. Okay, and we're moving on, I think. We got 5 stack there, huh? Alright. Moving on. Rip, wrong direction. This looks like a whole lot of guys. My Enchantress is distracting people over there, which is not actually being helpful. We want them grouped up, not split. I would really like to get my cooldowns back up for the Rift Guardian that's about to spawn. Okay, come here, buddy. Let me spam as many high damage hammers on you as I can. We're not gonna get it. It's gonna be real close, but we're not gonna get it. It might not even be that close, but we're definitely not gonna get it. Nem's Bracers is something I don't have that I really need. Basically what it does is every time there's a shrine or a pylon, you spawn an elite out of it, which is ideal because whenever you get a pylon, you want to have an elite because it's the optimal thing to have, you know. Oh, close. Didn't quite get it. Pretty close though. Considering how bad that was going, it's not bad. Not bad at all. That went way better than I thought it was going to based on how much I died there in the middle. Okay, so basically, the difference between regular pieces of gear like this and Ancients is that on this one I can roll 416 to 500 strength and similar for vitality, right? The Ancient version would be rolling 550 to 650, so it's basically just higher potential stats. On top of that though, on top of Ancients, you can throw what's called a Caldacerian Despair, which is you have to level up your legendary gem to whatever rank you want, and then you burn the legendary gem on top of the item, and it will give you an additional stat boost. So there's an example of it here. If you look and you see it's Ancient, but then if you look all the way down at the bottom, it says plus 250 strength, Caldacerian's Despair. So basically I got extra half of an item off of it in strength, just on top of the Ancient that's already there. And you can do that for every single Ancient you have, and that's the only one I have enchanted so far. But if you look, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 spots. So that was a level 50 gem. You can go higher, but let's say we do 50 times 13. That's an extra, wait, sorry, 250 times 13. That's extra 3,250 strength, which, as you can see here, 3,000 strength is like 6 items. 6, basically like having 6 extra items. It's a really, really big deal. So that's probably my next step in progression, is to do a bunch of speed runs and basically enchant my gear, because it's not optimized, because it's not enchanted right now. So I hope that makes sense. I call it enchanting, but they're Caldacerian's Despair, but I just call it enchanting because it makes sense to me. Alright, no Ancients. We already have an Ancient of that shield, so we don't need it. I think I'm going to do one more attempt here. At least one more. One more for sure. And I'm going to switch this from steel skin to flash. And what that's going to do is it's going to let us move through walls. It's going to make it so we can't be knocked back. I think it makes it so we can't be knocked back too. But more importantly, it gives us 60% movement speed for 5 seconds when we're hit. So when we're in those situations where we just can't find an elite, it will help us find an elite, hopefully. Now, we want to burn shards on bracers and try to get... Yeah, no problem, man. Anything else you're wondering about, just let me know. I want to really get a Nemesis bracer, so I'm going to throw that in my cube, and I'm going to upgrade rare item. And I can only do it a couple times, it looks like, but... Hey, look at that. Look at that. Alright. Not terrible. It would be better if it had critical hit chance. So we're going to just get greedy and pray we get... No, we didn't get another one. That would have been crazy. Yeah, that's all we have. That's all we have mats for. Oh, let's close the rift, get the experience. Okay, and let's salvage, repair, and we need to reforge this Nemesis. I think that's going to make a difference for me. I mean, I know that that's a good amount of sustain that you're missing when you lose the Gabriel's bracers. And it's a bit of a downgrade on damage too. But I think it's going to be worth it. It's a big upgrade on toughness, which is something we really need right now. Toughness. I would ideally like to get this to roll as 6% crit or 20% holy. 20% holy would be my preferred. Anything holy would be my preferred over crit right now. My crit is sitting at 52%. So crit has a basically like the more crit you have, the less of a big difference it makes. Once you pass about the 40% threshold, it makes less and less difference the higher you get. So 19% we'll just stick with that. So we're going to make this gear swap and we're going to try that out on an 80. It might end up terrible, it might end up good. We don't know. We're going to find out. I'm excited. I'm excited, boys. I think it's going to end up good. I think that's going to be the only big change that we make in our gear before we go back into 80 again. We were really close to finishing that. And if we had had, for instance, an elite spawned on top of the shield pylon, we would have been set. Okay, let's stop. Take a few deep breaths. We did earlier tonight, for those of us who turned in new, we did earlier place at a 79 on leaderboards and moved up a bit. So we're going to see what we can do. Okay, here we go. Exarchs and Stealthy Lizard guys. So you can already see the movement speed right there. It's going to make fishing for elites a lot easier. Because what we can do is when we decide, okay, the density's low here, we can just pop our iron skin and then just walk through. And there's an elite, which we wouldn't have found nearly as quickly with the old build out. Now the trade-off is we're losing a little bit of iron skin uptime, which means we have to really be on top of making sure we refresh it as often as we can. We also are losing, ouch. I was gonna say, we're also losing out on some Wrath return. We sacrificed some sustain on our Wrath. I'm gonna focus for a second. Oof, doesn't even matter. He's close to dead. He's close to dead. Is there a second? Yeah, there is. That explains a lot, actually. I didn't realize we had a second elite pack in there. Oof. Rough. So he's Jailer, Health Linked, Orbiter, Mortar. Shouldn't be as hard to kill as it's feeling. So what we did wrong there. What did we do wrong? Oh, we're going to restart this rift. We're too far behind. So we're going to try it again. We're too far behind already. I think what we did wrong there was we didn't have our Falling Sword up right away. Our Falling Sword gives us a damage reduction. And that should have been the first thing we did. We tried to get greedy by spamming some hammers first to get a little bit of damage out and then go for a Falling Sword. But I think that was a mistake. But with that many deaths that early, I don't think we could do it. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try starting over. We still got some extra Greater Rift Keystones to burn. Oh, I'm being punished for starting over right now. First thing I see is a bunch of Wraiths. Those guys are the biggest pain in the butts in the entire game. Even worse than anything else that I complain about. That's not true. I just complain about whatever's on the screen. No, but for real, they hurt real bad. As you're seeing right now. They hurt real bad. They make me cry inside. But we killed one of the three. So that's good. Oh, God, he hit so hard. Oh, we're slightly ahead, but we had our first death. So it's not great. Could be worse, though. Use that movement speed. Okay, we got a good pack here. Let's just stop and kill some whites. Or get killed by some whites, as it were. If you could see my face right now. If you could see my face right now. Okay. I don't know why I just sat there on those guys. Shielding, Vortexer, Desecrator, Arcane. Ugh. Okay. Shielding makes it harder to kill. Oh. Vortexer with Arcane is real rough. For, you know, obvious reasons. Alright, cool. End up very slightly ahead there. Alright, and moving on to the next area. See what we get in this one. Okay, lots of guys who do lots of fire damage, which is our lowest resistance, unfortunately. Fire's our lowest, colds are second lowest, and poison is our third lowest, in case you're wondering where my gear resistances are at the moment. Thankfully it looks like they go splat pretty easily. So it should be okay. You guys saw those like laser beams that were on my face? That was from the race. They like doing that to make you cry. Yeah, that was the race damage that killed us. It says Blazing Guardian, but it was the creepy hands from the Wraith. Oh, and we got a Wraith Elite pack, of course. Because why wouldn't we, right? You know what? That's what we needed. Conduit pylon. That was the NEMS bracers right there coming in handy. It got us that extra elite pack. Also shredded through the race. That was... We are only right now where we are because of the NEMS bracers. It's a pretty big upgrade for us apparently. Okay, our gear is damaged, which is a little bit worrisome. These guys are also a bit rough, actually. They're usually... Oof. I think we might have to just run away from them and go straight up to the entrance up here. There's 2 elites. Poison Enchanted, Arcane, Electrified, Avenger, Teleporter, Plague, Thunderstorm. I don't think we could reasonably kill those guys. I think the entrance to next level is right here, so I think we're just going to book it right up there. Yeah, it is. Before it becomes an issue, let's go back and repair, because we're noobs and we didn't do that before we started. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, which is really stupid and sucks real bad. But you know, whatever. Who needs leaderboards? Okay. Let's see what we got down here. More blue incinerators, huh? You don't want to get hit by a Hammer Lord. It hurts really bad. Which I just did right after saying that. I think I got knocked by him again there. And I jumped into it. Hey, we avoided one. Look at us. We're doing things. This is actually a pretty good elite for us to fight. And it's a good spot. I think we're gonna die to it though. Let's get some health globes and go back in. The poison circles on the ground do stack. So if you stay in one area too long against a plague, it can ramp up. Yeah, it seems like it tonight, Namalos. It shouldn't be, but it really seems like it tonight. I've been getting a whole lot of elites. You're absolutely right. It seems like it's like every other pack is either elite or like shielding. It's not the way it should be. Let's go up here. I don't like this. We're likely dead right here. I'm hoping we can get our profit off. We did. See if we can stand and nuke. I'm not sure. I think we might be able to stand and nuke them. Those guys are relatively low health. They hit pretty hard, but they're relatively low health, the terror demons. As long as we don't stand in too much of his crap. This one's actually a really good elite to fight. Unfortunately, he's a terror demon, so he hits real hard. But those affixes were not bad at all. I did have my... Let's see, did I have my iron skid up? Yeah, I had my iron skid up when I died, I think. So my bad. Should have been able to survive that. We were actually starting to make some progress, but... Really wanted to avoid using my champion there, but I had to. I proc my passive. This is why. I knew as soon as I walked into the next area I was going to get hit with a dozen projectiles. With no cooldowns left. Alright, we're just going to try to book it through here as much as possible. Okay, found an elite. What kind of pylon? I couldn't see. Channeling. That'll work. We're basically just playing duck and move here. I think we're gonna die right about now. Oh, we got some health globes. Helped us live. One of these guys, Juggernaut? No, we're just not doing very much damage apparently. Too much jumping around, maybe. Let's try standing still a little bit more. We got rid of most of the random white trash, which was would have been a bit of an issue for us. Just about to say all of our cooldowns have been procced, all of our potions are used. And then we died. Are there supports who give damage or strength in this game? There's what's called ZDPS characters. They're not strictly speaking supports, but they provide healing or crowd control. The most effective ones are just like crowd control ones. And damage reduction ones. I don't think there are any that provide strength per se. No, that's not true. There are some that provide strength. There are different auras. Monk and Barbarian have auras that provide extra strength. And also, let's see. Crusader, the class that I am right now, provides a buff to groups. Right now, for instance, I have an attack speed and critical hit damage buff active. Oh, those guys hit so hard. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna skip him. Power pylon. Alright. Boo. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this tonight, I don't think. That's okay. We gave it a good shot. We got a Greater Rift 79, which was a new leaderboard placement, but I don't think I'm quite geared enough for the 80 yet. A couple Caldisarians Despairs, a few more Paragon levels. We'll be there. We'll be there. Next weekend, I'll stream again with Greater Rift progression stuff. Until then, I'll probably stream other random things like just bounties and regular rifts and that sort of thing. But we're not giving up on this one, obviously, but I don't think we're going to make it. Also, obviously. Can walk into that for the speed boost. Thank you. This is real brutal. See your death. Hey, we lived. Rip. I was gonna jump over that wall there and go to the other side. Bummer. We'll finish out, see if we get gear upgrade, and I think that's it. I have to work in 4 hours, so work my 50-hour week job. My day job. We're just gonna teleport this way, I think. Yeah. We found friends. Hey look, it's Arcane Cutters. Something new and different for us. In a tight corridor. Also something new and different for us. With Illusionist. Game did not want me to win tonight. Plenty of things we did wrong too though. Plenty of things we did wrong. When I go back and watch it later, I'm sure I'll see even more. Rip. At least we can just instantly spawn now. Death timer increase is no longer a thing. There's the Rift Guardian. Not gonna lie, I burned most of my wrath on nothing there. Fuck yo, teleport. There we go. No, I don't want to be over there. This guy's actually a bit of a pain. God damn it. Wormhole. Ugh. Yeah, also getting real tired. I really shouldn't be dying to this guy. Even with where I am on gear. I do see the big difference in wrath reduction against single targets. He's a lot harder to deal with than he would have been with my other bracers. I still think NEMs are worth it though. If I don't die 1,010,000,000 times during the middle of the rift, you know? Alright, well, let's see what we got. Flame protection ring, which we can't use, unfortunately. How are those? No, those are worse. Right? Yeah, those are worse. I might save them just to mess around with switching some toughness for some damage and see how that goes. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for coming by and joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a rough night. We had 4 unsuccessful rifts, but we did have 1 successful rift. We ended up going to the 634 spot on the leaderboards. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. A lot better than I thought I was going to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, favorite, share, and subscribe. And either way, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today and spending some time with us. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Also, thank you, Gregory.